The internet is an endless cesspool of conflicting information. It really could make your head spin. There's just so much information on there that when you try to research something, I mean, it's just like so much conflicting stuff. But I don't know about y'all, but I got my degree from YouTube University. I'm a master in YouTubeology. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But, you know, basically if you go to these government subsidized universities, you can't really learn what you want to learn anyway. I mean, they're not really putting you on to the right information or steering you in the right direction. So at least on YouTube, you can find various people's opinions and kind of listen to differing opinions and then come to your own conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, you could learn a lot of stuff, and it's not really, the government really can't control it. You know what I'm saying? So I actually like to do research on YouTube. And in the subject of narcissism, okay, there's very few real, like, legitimate research articles on it anyway. You know what I mean? Because psychopaths are not lining up to be studied. They don't want to be studied. That's number one. Number two, they're not exactly easy research participants. I mean, if you're researching them, they're going to make your life completely miserable anyway, so it's not like you would even want to do the research. So, it's better to either talk to different victims and listen to the several narcissists that do make videos that actually acknowledge that they're narcissists, and kind of listen to both sides and draw your own conclusions, and of course use your own experiences and add that in the mix. But anyway, that's not what this video is about, so I digress. Yeah, so I wanted to discuss the narcissist and not being the narcissist's punching bag, okay? We have to understand our value. We have to understand what we're worth. And we have to have higher standards. We have to have super high standards for what we are willing to have in our lives. You know, you only want the best of the best. You know, you're not going to just settle for any old, jalopy. We have to set our standards high because, everyone has tremendous gifts and things to offer, and if you're with someone that is consistently trying to break you down, then you may never reach your full potential just based off the lies of some, rotten person who wants to bring you down and break you down so you can be at their level. When, you have unlimited potential that is yet to be unleashed. And so, that's why it's very important who you have around you. I can't stress that enough, because they can make or break you. The crowds that you're around can really destroy you and destroy your tremendous potential. Everyone has tremendous potential within themselves that can be tapped into, and when we're surrounded by these bad influences, we're never going to get to that full potential. So we need to recognize our value. You shouldn't volunteer to be the narcissist punching bag, okay? Because anyone who is in close proximity to the narcissist is going to be abused. I mean, literally anyone. As long as you're around these people, you're going to be abused, because look at what's going on in between their two ears, okay? It's nothing but chaos and turmoil and misery, and they have to dump that on to someone else. And people tend to dump their baggage on the people that are closest to them. That is who is going to be their punching bag. So as long as you're in close proximity to the narcissist, you have volunteered to be a punching bag for them to take all of their misery out onto. So we have to keep good influences around us. We have to be around like-minded individuals, people that want to see you thrive, people that are positive, free-spirited, open-minded, joyful. You can see when people, are just very light, because it emanates from them. Their whole spirit, their whole aura and demeanor gives off light vibes. Like it's just like spewing out of them. You know what I mean? And they have positive things to say about other people. If you notice, the narcissists, they're constantly gossiping, putting other people down. They never have a positive word to say about anyone. And so it's like you have to question what is going on within a person that can never have one good word to say about another person. Like I never, well, rarely have a bad word to say about anyone unless they're a narcissist, because, I mean, that's just true. Those are just truths. I mean, and I obviously am making videos to warn other people, so I'm trying to use it in a positive way, but just as a general rule, I'm not generally sitting around talking about other people, trying to break them down, honing in on their bad qualities. If they have a bad quality, okay, why don't you figure out how to point that out to them and how to address it and try to help them in a constructive way, as opposed to trying to destroy them. But this is not in a narcissist DNA. They have to bring others down to lift themselves up. Instead of getting some fulfillment out of helping others, they don't operate that. That's saint-type behavior. The saints operate in that way. We want to lift people up. We want to help people. How can I assist this person and lift them up? But narcissists are not saints, as I think we've figured out. They're demons, so therefore they want to destroy. Their job is seek and destroy, seek and destroy, seek and destroy. So the rest of us operate in a completely different fashion. So anyway, the point of this video is, do not make yourself a punching bag for the narcissist. As long as you're around them, they're going to be throwing combinations and trying to jab at you and punch you and hit you to the liver, break down your body, and the head will die. Generally in fighting, when you break down the body, which is the foundation, that slows down your opposition, and then that's a term they use in boxing, break down the body and the head will die. So you break down, you chip away slowly at this person, so that way when they get into the second half of the fight or the championship rounds, you can easily break them down with a headshot, or they're just so fatigued that, any punch at that point is going to knock them out. So narcissists do try to break people down slowly in a similar fashion. So don't allow them to do that to you. Don't make yourself susceptible to the narcissist's wrath. You know what I mean?